What's going on? My name's Roman and welcome to Roman Rose Collectible Coliseum. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Vintage Black Series Boba Fett. I already took this guy off of the card packaging, obviously. It came in a carded packaging, not like the standard Black Series, which come in a box that you have a removable tray that fit all the accessories and everything. So this guy, once opened, was opened, and I threw the packaging away, but I have no regrets because this is an absolutely fantastic figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at this 1/12 scale Boba Fett. It just even feels good in hand. It's a nice, sturdy figure, has great paint deco all over the place. You see the hints of silver. As I rotate it, they're kind of shining into the camera. They look white, but really it's a scuffed silver color. But gorgeous. We have some cloth goods on it. Let's go ahead and just start taking a look at them from the ground up. So from the ground up, you see the sculpt here on the feet. Those came dirty. I didn't make them dirty. That's how they are. So we get some bend here in the foot. We have these little toe things right here, which are really cool. There is some swivel right there, so that's really nice. We get the double jointed knees, like standard on the Black Series figures and a lot of the Hasbro figures. I think all of the Hasbro figures in this scale and price range have the standard double jointed knees. We have the upper thigh cut, which is really nice. You see the whole pack moves right there. So coming to the leg articulation, it doesn't go back very far. That's about as far back as it goes. And honestly, it doesn't go forward very far either because of these two packs right here. These two packs are stopping it from getting any kind of forward range. You see it does want to go out to the side. That one goes out pretty far, but this one is hindered by this blaster holster. So a little bit of trouble here in the legs. Overall, it's not going to stop me from wanting to keep the figure. It just is a little bit unfortunate. So here we have some rotation at the lower waist. Does allow you to move up and down, but yeah, good rotation side to side. Looks pretty natural in the rotation, so that's good. It's always weird when it gets kind of gappy towards the front or the side. So yeah, good rotation right there at the waist. Really, really like that. Looking at the arms go up about that far. It is hindered here by the armor. Goes all the way up. Can't go all the way around, but the jetpack is on, so it's kind of blocking it a little bit. We do get a single jointed elbow with a swivel there at the elbow as well. So you get kind of this motion. Not quite 90, just about, but not quite. Really good sculpt and paint detail right here on the little gauntlet on the cuff. Really nice. Same over here. This is what's, I guess, connected to his flamethrower. You see the wire or the tubing going up through the sleeve. So that's really nice. On this figure, the tubing is long, so you can actually bend the elbow. On some of the other Boba Fett figures, the tubing is really short, and you can't really do that. So there is an additional swivel right here. I'm sorry, right here. So you see the cut. So there's a bicep cut on this one. And then you get the regular swivel as well. Again, really good work here. Sculpt work on the gauntlet. Same thing with the other arm. Sorry, this arm goes up a little bit further. Not really sure why this arm goes up more than the other arm, but it does. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, almost 90 out of the other arm as well. Looking at the head. Looks up that far, which is a decent amount. Can look at something that's above him or taller than him. And then looks down that far, which is actually really good. You can exorcist the head all the way around. And just the head sculpt, the paint, the detailing is so perfect on this figure. This is such an amazing representation of Boba Fett. This one is going to be a little bit more expensive since it's already past the initial vintage release, re-release run. So this guy's going to be anywhere in the $40 to $50 range, but it's an outstanding figure. The only one that I would probably consider over this one is the SH Figure Arts, and it doesn't have the pouches right here, so you can actually move it, which would be really nice. This guy does come with some accessories. You see the blaster, it's brown and chrome, really well done, fits in the hand really nicely, and I always have him displayed with the blaster, just in case stuff goes down. Cape's not really an accessory, but it comes attached. Here we have the jetpack, which is sculpted really well. The missile on top looks good, and it does peg in. You have to kind of wiggle it, and you see that there's these two pegs right here, and they kind of rest right there to make sure that it's on nice and straight. So the pack, really thick hard plastic. Looks really good. Not super worried about breaking the missile, but I'm not going to be too rough with it. So there we go. Yeah, this is just a really nice looking figure. It's not the most posable because of these packs right here. If I could get a different belt that didn't have those packs, I would definitely get a different belt so I could play with it. It's just that the belt contains all of this sculpting and the holster as well. So it's just kind of clunky in the front. Oh, he did come with one more accessory. He came with this rifle, which is really cool, really well done. There's silver, brown, cream, black, with some silver washing in the front. So yeah, really nice rifle that he came with. This one I'm not super crazy about. It is really well done, but I do have him posed like this most of the time. If I could have him flying with one leg up, I totally would. But again, these pouches get in the way and it just won't go up. So that's really unfortunate. This guy is going to be stuck more looking menacing standing there than doing anything super dynamic, but that's okay because this is a figure I think everyone should have in their collection, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. This is a really well done figure. I think it's one of the best outings from Black Series I've ever owned. It's sculpted superiorly well. It's painted just incredibly. And for the initial run price, I think it's a great value. But right now, at the after sale price of $40 to $50, you may have to bide your time and wait until you find a good deal. Or I'm always a big fan of trading figures. If you can trade some figures and offer some cash, do that. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck to eBay trying to buy it at resale price, which is going to be kind of hard to swallow. So yeah, really enjoy this figure. I want to go ahead and compare him to some other Black Series figures. Here he is compared to the Jedi Revan. And you can see he is a little bit taller than Revan. But here we have a couple of just Mandalorian figures. Mandalorian, well, you know, Boba Fett's not really Mandalorian, but whatever. He has Mandalorian armor. And then we have the Revan. So those look really good together. The last figure I want to compare it to, again, another Black Series figure. I want to compare it to the prototype Boba Fett, which of course is the exact same figure, just in white, and we will take a look at that one pretty soon. It's almost easier to see some of the details on the white figure, just because the colors can, you know, they're really dark, and sometimes they do too well of a job of camouflaging. So yeah, we will take a look at that Boba Fett as well. But yes, we are looking at the color version of Star Wars Vintage Series Boba Fett. The other one's not Vintage Series, it's just Black Series. But yeah, that is Boba Fett. I really enjoy this figure. Comes with a couple of accessories, jetpack, a couple guns, but that's all you really need for this guy. Thank you everybody who watched, and as always, peace, love, keep on collecting, and I will see you guys next time.